clearing my Texas. So the IRD are breathing down my back. So if you do want putting or whānau, when the next kickoff game, I'll be over here, right under the splash stage thing. Once again, it's been a hell of a day. Awesome kaupapa. Oh, hey, Whānau, we got a baby over here. Looks like he's dead.
Cut to audio should be on this check. Yeah, so Brad, you are 1, I'm 2. Okay, mics alive.
E te whānau nau mai hoki mai anō te papatākoro McEwen Park ki pito ne te whakatana te awa Kairangi. My name is Noel, the director of the party, and represent the
between Hawke's Bay and the Lower North region.
Playoff, it's a neighbours battle, but plenty up against Waikato.
Make sure you can
Unfortunate in the round robin clashes and looking to not take away the wooden spoon. And if you just joined us, aha koa kiwhea, aha koa no whea. We're coming live from McEwen Park here in Petone, Wellington. Tropical day here in Wellington. This is the tropics, mate. Overcast, 18 degrees, southerly breeze, all the ingredients that equal Wellington tropical weather.
That's right, and if you missed the earlier games, it's been some great battles. Lower North booking themselves a spot into the grand final after a convincing win in their first match. And of course, Waikato, the reigning premiers, going down to Hawke's Bay in the other knockout, which is the grand final up next at 2:30. But here we are. I think it looks like a bit of a minute's silence possibly for those that have passed away this year. And you know many of them, many of the rangatira have passed on.
There's been many rangatira across the year, whānau from the last case of the regions. You might hear in the background there, Brother Kowi mentioning a minute silence and of significance that was mentioned here at this kaupapa. Brother Fats, who isn't here today with us. Ke konei a Wairua, a hail dog barbarian from up in Napier. We had Sister Tracy Benson, his mum, having an interview earlier on. Lovely to see the Bay whānau make the trek down along the east coast, down here into Te Whanganui Aotara. And before we get into this game, I'd like to touch on the referees' case that are here with us. They've come along to officiate the games. They're calling it as they see it. And they've also mentioned and spoken about the high calibre of rugby league and skill on display and also the fair play.
That's right, and Ants is a person you don't want to muck around with, and so he did a great job in the second game. Penisila refereeing the first game, and they've given the opportunity to Ants' boy to referee this game. So, of course, a former player from the Porirua Vikings, a stalwart, has been playing for many years since juniors, so good to see him having a chance with the whistle in the middle.
Yeah, good to see a former player donning the whistle, I guess, and he'll probably draw on his experience. No doubt a grand final winner, North with many titles, especially through that 2000 period. But it'll be interesting to see him out there as we count down to kick-off here at the Clash of the Regions 2025. And a big shout out to Fabian Elliott of Notorious down here in Wellington in the lower north, who has done a lot of mahi in the background to bring the event together.
Yeah, that's right. No doubt they would have been here early this morning setting up the scaffold and setting up the stage. They've even got a stage for the DJ. DJ's been playing some bloody good sounds today. I must say, I might spot him out because he just knows all of those old school jammers.
He certainly is. He's been pumping in the background there, keeping the Wairua alive, but more so it's the whānau that are here, yeah? Whanaungatanga, Hauora, free house checks, quit smoking cessation levels for your diabetes, your acid levels for your gout, you know, the muscle stresses in your back, in your neck, and wherever else that it is, whānau. It's all happening here at Petone, and if you're missing out, we welcome you in from wherever you are. In your lounges, in your garages, at the pad. Worldwide we are. The Clash of the Regions. It's kick-off here at McKillen Park as we battle for 3 and 4. And it dribbles into the end goal. They have plenty with a rough start to the set, but they come out strong. With a good hit up, finding his front hands, he gets up to play the ball. And for those of you viewers who aren't familiar with this ground, it's pretty quirky. We're right here on the waterfront. It's a southerly, and you can see those line of trees there. But once the ball gets above that tree line, it swirls around. But coming back to the action, Bay Plenty coming out of the line and shortening up the Waikato runner there to get into the game. 10 metres out, Waikato. Running from left to right on your screen, from east to west, as they look to take an opportunity and cash in. And here he is, cutting through, taking a step, and showing his class again, the number 6. He did that in the first game as well. They did go down, and I thought if he had had his hand on the ball a bit more often, they may have got through. But you
as
see
we look on the replay here, number 6 just stepping, weaving in, inside step. Easy try, playing touch. He probably is in the touch blacks. Coming back to the first knock on, first mistake of the day, handing the ball over and giving Waikato an opportunity to score. Yeah,
Bay Plenty wouldn't want to give Waikato too many opportunities, regardless of the score that they lost by in the first game. They didn't really play to their strength, and that is one of them. The number 6 there, you see playing with his hat on. He's just cruising, mate. I could see him chuckling away in the game, like very confident player. And I thought I'd see more of him in that first game, but there he is. Just showing his class and cutting through the line, ball out front, and simple try. The conversion's away, 4 points. Waikato with the early lead. And to bring you up to speed with the format of the game here, previously in the round robin clashes, 25-minute halves, but we're pushed out to 30 minutes.
Pushed out to 30, not quite 40. It's just right, you know. As I mentioned earlier, it reminds you of the Māori Rugby League. I think it's 25-minute halves, just fast and short, good little burst. I think the key in these sort of games is working that bench, particularly the big boys in the middle. So we can see a couple of boys coming on, and mate, plenty of subs on the sideline.
Mate, I'm looking like right down in front of us. I'm counting a whole nother 13 on the sideline, ready to roll. Whether they're a Bay Plenty or there might be a mixture of colours, but certainly deep in the benches and the trenches, and they've come down with numbers. Everyone's come with numbers. It's a long day. Good afternoon, and there it is. You see the effect of the wind once the ball gets above, with the sun shining down, and it's quite difficult to take that catch. But Waikato settling into their straps here as they hit the 20-metre line and look to go back into the middle and get back to their middle and look to left and right, but some strong defence by the Bay Plenty team, getting up and driving them back towards the 10-metre line.
Yeah, of course, catching up with a couple of Waikato kai kōrero earlier in the previous game. No doubt defending champions for the last 2 years. they'll be pretty disappointed about their performance today. So they'll be looking for a good win in this match.
They'll be looking to consolidate something here to get some gains from their trip down. Yes, not able to defend their titles, but here they are. And here he is again, the number 6, showing his class with a nice driving kick into the corner. The winger just staying in by a blade of grass. But equally up to it is the kick chase from Waikato, pinning Bay of Plenty down into the zone where no one wants to run out of. But here he is. Their fullback James, he showed some class in that first game. Touches of brilliance, scored a try in the corner. They'll be looking towards him, coming off the line to make some meters for them. You've been around a long time, Mr. Woods. You've been involved in Premier Rugby League and around Wellington since the late 90s and continued on through to even this season. So if we're looking at the standard of game out here today, what are your thoughts?
Oh mate, by the looks of it, there's a lot of Premier players in the mix here. Quality football, fitness levels are great, the speed of some of the play the balls is probably up there with some Premier football. And so when I think of the likes of Waikato, it reminds me of the game we lost with Nani and Koro. We had the game in Waikato, a couple of points there. And I think Bay of Plenty, we might have played at Huntley and thrashed them in a 50-point match up in the infamous ground in Huntley. So I just want to commend these areas for continuing their rugby league, not only through the provincial side, but also as we see here, the Battle of the Regions.
You're not wrong there, Whanonga. We've gone around the country and played in different regions, and these are strongholds of rugby league, especially Waikato, Hamilton City Tigers, Ngārawahia Panthers, you know, all those clubs are fabulous clubs, and they play a wonderful brand of football. And coming back to the section here, Bay of Plenty with an opportunity to cross into the half, and who's been impressive for me for Bay of Plenty is this man here, the number 6, stocky lad, thick around the mid there, shows the ball as he does there, and has a go. Just as I speak of it, he does it.
Well, that's right, he's hard to bring down, and so he's been pretty impressive. Looks like he's been around the traps playing this beautiful game of rugby league. Final signalled by a referee, Akavi puts it up into the sun. It's going to be tough to take.
Oh, wonderful.
I'll tell you what, who's been impressive is this fullback for Waikato.
Mate, likewise in that first game, there were glimpses in that game where I thought the sharpest players of the Waikato team didn't really get the ball, and they weren't sort of in rhythm, their cohesion was off, and that's where I expected more. But you could see those glimpses of brilliance, you know, the skill factor, the strengths, the evasive skills that they have, and I'm hoping we can see a bit more of that on display today.
Yeah, well, when I think of Waikato, obviously, you know, with our Māori Queen who first caught on Neihana this year, it's all about kotahitanga, and we can feel it today.
Oh, great tackle there, picked up. They ran a backdoor play. Lead runner wasn't quite square, but there he is, the number 6. Come out, shortened up around the legs, and a lot of questionable attempts there, and one found by ref Akavi with no arms. It's just all shoulders.
Yeah, a bit of a shoulder charge there, and but like State of Origin, where the referee sort of might lax off a little bit. I've seen a touch of that today. As they say, bring back some of the biff, and some things might have been allowed to play on.
Just quietly, a bit of the biff. You see a bit of handbags getting a bit of thrown around in some of the games, and the brothers keeping their hands tucked away, which has been very promising and a good sign of discipline. Here to play rugby league, not to here to have a, you know. But back to the game, Waikato looking to cash in with another opportunity as they're hard on attack. They look to settle, and they'll have to strike after this, where they've got options. They look right, they come back to the left, and here he is again. Double pump, tip on, and they're in the corner. Can he hold? Can he put it down? He's driven back, and he comes up a little short of the line. Good defense. Run the Bay of Plenty, and an error in the play of the ball area. Unfortunate. Bay of Plenty good to scramble there and get across and hold up the attacking threat by Waikato. and receive the turnover by the looks of what's been indicated from referee Akavi.
Yeah, a couple of changes being made as well by both sides. Our camera crew is having a couple of difficulties there, so we're just on the one cam at the moment, so bear with us at the final. It's a great day here, sunshiny. Nice cool breeze as well if you look. Is it on? Oh. I don't know, hang on. The internet's not on, no lights on the internet thing.
Seagull!
Still out.
Fuck, that was a pickup. Are we on? Looks like we're back on. We got volume.
We're recording anyway, so I think volume might be. But we're not living.
We going live yet?
No.
Oh, that fella goo on the side here, man. He's mean. Inside. Oh, that's made it 4 each, eh? Well, 6-4. Go. Hey. Seagull, oh, fucking Seagull, the old one.
4 each.
Fucking me. Up the middle, dog. You true and late, dog. Fucking you three, bro. Fucking tip-ons, unders, just that, bro, through the middle. Bro. Yeah, bro. Nah, yeah, disrupts the middle.
All right, welcome back to McEwen Park. We had a few technical issues there. I think someone pulled out the power cord.
It's confirmed it was kicked out.
Yeah, I think we need a dog chain down there, my cousin. So we're back in business. Aroha mai to all of our viewers out there, but we are back. Bay of Plenty have just scored a beautiful try in the quarter. 4-all with the kick to come. Conversion is looking good.
Oh!
Waved away by referee Akavi. 4-all. Waikato Bay of Plenty 3v4.
Well, to bring you back up to speed through that difficulty and our technical issues, Waikato had many opportunities and they did go in close and got held up right on the line. Went tit for tat, but the ball was turned over and Bay of Plenty went down the sideline and come across to the other side and to score in the corner. 4-all. Tight game here. Neighbours, the Bay of Plenty, the Waikato region. This clash of the regions here at the Whangano Yātara. Wellington, baby. And here we go with the kickoff. It's wobbly, it's going to find some grass and they don't want to let it roll because it rolls here at McEwen Park. But out of the end goal comes, looks like James, the fullback. He flirts with the sideline. Notice the winger. Flirting with the sideline defender. They make it to the 20. Bay of Plenty looking to strike back and get to their kick after scoring an equalising try. And here's who they'll be looking to get them across the line. But they pop it out, they look to keep it alive and hit the edge. Bay of Plenty. Trekking up 35 metres out from their try line as they continue forward. And here's Go Dog again, show, go. And a good run, good line, good tackle. Lost the ball.
Yeah, I tell you what, mate, I wouldn't want to be out there right now. They're running hard, they're tackling hard. Mate, I'll tell you what, with this live stream there, you never know, these NRL scouts might spot some of this talent and book them a spot over in Aussie.
You know, I'm looking around at some of our talent running around on the field today, and none of them will be able to place in top grade football. With a bit of training, a bit more effort, nutrition behind them, they certainly go a long way. There's certainly some brothers who have played representative football, and this, I'm sure, is one of them right here. Look at that skill. Show go through and a no-look pass to open up the outside, and there's Waikato showing the class that I expect of them. Beautiful try.
Yeah,
Wonderful ball skills.
We've been talking about this fullback all day long as we look on the replay here. Just too good, too strong. Couple of goose steps and an easy try, just bamboozling the Bay of Plenty fullback.
Not quite your favourite right side, mate, but wow. Simple play there to cut open the defence.
Yeah, so 8 points to 4. Waikato over Bay of Plenty here in the first half. The first 30-minute half's been played here today, just short, sharp. And so far so good, it's anyone's game.
It's anyone's game. It's only 2 tries to 1, still the first half. Easy pickings. You know, it's who has the rub of the green, which way the ball bounces, as we call time off, waiting for a tee. We got no tee runners here, we got no ball runners here, no prospects around. Does run away.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, is there's so much good things to do here today. The kids are playing touch. It was good to see a storm of kids at half time just enjoying the field. No doubt they're probably looking up to some of the dogs on the field today to say, I want to play like them.
I want to be here, I want to be pumping at Clash of the Regions. But I want to pick up on the message that Ants Akavi echoed about playing through the season. And it'll be great to see more of our brothers hooking up with clubs and playing through the season, or even having, like they do in the Hawke's Bay, the Bay Bulldogs who enter into the spring comp and play the season out. That's where Hauora is, that's where Whanaungatanga is, that's where you find another circle of friends to mix it with before you can come to the Clash of the Regions and show your wares.
Well, you know, just like the Northland Māori Rugby League, how they broke off and just created their own tournament. There's a possibility for our Mongomo whānau communities around the country to possibly do the same beyond just a one-day tournament. Who knows, could be a 3-4 week competition.
Exactly right. You know, as they say, the world's your oyster and nothing's tied down here in Aotearoa. Anyone can do what they want to do. Well, we certainly do, don't we? Look at this. Great day, great afternoon. The sun is out now. We've gone from the tropics to like the sand desert heat of Central Australia.
Kazi, I missed that kick. Did he get that kick?
The Bay of Plenty have just kicked off. It's gone up. They received the ball back, and going back to the conversion, it was missed. So the scores remain 8-4. Bay of Plenty with an opportunity off the kickoff. Short side's open, mate. There would have been us. And they look to set a little crunching hit. You can hear their contact from here. Above all the noise, you can hear the thumping, driving tackle. Big contact. Show, beautiful line, beautiful try. Bay of Plenty with Goodog showing. And a nice little tip on.
Yes, we look at the replay here. Good quick play, the ball on into his front. The standoff just with an inside ball, dummy out, and beautiful short ball to take to the centre for the Bay of Plenty, over in the corner and closer to the sticks.
Wonderful example there of straight line running, hitting the space, coming from deep, and well communicated. Planned move, and a great hit back for Bay of Plenty, who can look to take the lead. Something I don't think anyone expected to see Bay of Plenty leading. Just down the hey diddle diddle with the boom shakalaka. 10 points. Bay of Plenty over Waikato 8. Clash of the Regions 2025. If you just joined us from wherever you are, in the kitchen, watching from your phone, watching from the kids' tablet, in the garage, by yourself, you and the brothers who can't quite make it here, if you're even at the pad, welcome to this worldwide coverage of the Clash of the Regions, live from McEwen Park, Petone, Wellington, capital city, baby.
Yes, it is 10 points to 8. Bay of Plenty over Waikato.
McEwen.
Experience there.
The variance, catching the wind as it got up in the air, unable to read the flights of the ball. And just as Bay of Plenty did it to Waikato, Waikato said, let me have a serve. I want to ace you too. is bad plenty. This man's been strong for Waikato. The number 10 has been very, very strong. As I try and find an Ingwa that I can't, but it's an outside-inside from Waikato, and they go back out again, but it's pulled back with a forward pass. The call from referee Akazi, but some enterprising play there from Waikato, but another opportunity gone begging. It was an opportunity for them to extend their lead and maybe distance themselves in this game. But Bad Plenty, they have an opportunity to come out of the red zone and march up the field as we tick closer and closer to the half-time buzzer here at McEwen Park.
Yeah, I can see on the sidelines the grand final team's just slowly warming up. It's been a long day. Good to see they got physios here supporting the players if they need to get strapped up. Doug King, who you caught up with earlier, watching all the concussion, and as you see with the Eli Katoa's situation, we don't want that happening here today.
We don't need any of that. We don't need no unnecessary concussions. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with Doug King, he's done a whole lot of research across a number of years around head concussions in the game, and we were a part of some of that monitoring. We put an impact device that could measure the impact behind your ear and collect data and go to the NRL and say, this is what's happening and these are the protocols you need to employ. So he's been instrumental in the systems they employ across rugby and across rugby league and concussion protocols and going in for the assessment. I remember doing that in the 2000s there. You'd have a paper and you had to read symbols, letters, numbers, and
yeah, that's right. And obviously that research influenced the change to you have to be 17 or older to play adult rugby league, because back in our days, obviously you could be any age.
You could be at 16, and I recall a couple of 16-year-olds playing in the NRL, and yeah, that's been stopped now due to the extensive research by Dr. King. And if you're down here in Te Whanganui-a-Tara and you're in the A&E, you mention his name, you'll get a pass right through to the back and see Doug King. You're a champ, though.
A&E staff at Hunt Hospital.
They do a wonderful job under pressure. Coming back to the action, though, Waikato with an intercept. Across the halfway, oh!
Okay, referee indicating he called Howard, and there was an attempt at the ball, which obviously forced it loose. So penalty to Waikato, a chance to put themselves in front.
Still close here with 10 points to 8. They have plenty sneaking ahead. Conversions are the difference here. If you look around, we see more whānau piling in from around the country. See my cousins turning up from the Hawke's Bay. But back to the action, Waikato. In a good position to attack, and they go to the playmaker himself. He lines them up, he puts it to the outside, but Bad Plenty. They were equal in defence.
Sorry, the tripod keeps on.
Waikato looking to come back to the middle to settle things down again. They cut back across the defence, looking to the outside, going back to where all the traffic was. It's dangerous over there next to the sideline. The sideline acts as another defender, so it's somewhere you don't really want to run to. Waikato picking their numbers, and it's a big crunching tackle. He comes from the outside in and he puts a shot on, and it's the best shot of the day. Well, Waikato on attack. They look to shift it out to the edge, and it's an interception by Bad Plenty. Up to the task they were, and whoa! You might have to do the replay yourself, whānau. Rewind that live stream, rewind on the replay, because that is going to be the shot of the day. Wow. Bad Plenty doing it tough. And here they are coming off their line, finding their front as they inch closer to the end of their set. They'll be hoping to get to the end and get a kick in and get downfield and use the wind, but plays like that are nothing you want. This late in the set, this tight in the scoreboard, when everyone's starting to suck a few kumaras back because the tropical sun here in Wellington is just beaming down, whānau.
Yeah, it is. The sun is shining, but that breeze is just keeping it just right, as they say in the Kellogg's cereal pack, just right. And that's been the kaupapa today. It's just been just right for the occasion.
From your screen, whānau, you're looking towards the south. See Te Whanganui-a-Tara, the harbour in the background there. I can see a few white caps on the wave, a few sailboats out there, making the most of harnessing the wind. And we're doing the same. Likewise here at McEwen Park, harnessing the breeze to keep us cool in this tropical heat. For Waikato, in and away, one-on-one in the centres and a great tackle down low. Good play the ball. He steps left, he steps right. He tries to pull off an Andrew Johns trick play down the sideline, but it's fruitless. And a big mistake at the play of the ball.
Yeah, knock on indicated there by referee Akavi. And it's been a great game, 10 points to 8, 2 points. The siren sounds for half time. Referee's still going to go ahead with the scrum. So
signaling that the scrum's going to be played out.
One more play to give it a go, and it might be a chance to get down on the ground and have a bit of a cordial out and about.
And that I think we should do, and hopefully Bay of Plenty do the right thing and just go down on the ground, settle the tackle, and get to half time for some innings. Otherwise, they might be sucking back the sweat. Yeah.
Big shout out to all of our listeners online, and don't forget, counting down to the grand final at 2:30 p.m, last play of the half, and happy just to settle it out. Referee signals for half time, and that is it, 10 points to 8. Bay of Plenty over Waikato here for the game 3v4. Of course, up next is the grand final. Hawke's Bay Bulldogs up against the Lower North Bulldogs. It's going to be a neighbour battle. And as we go down live on the ground, Kazi Tautoko Ratu, having a mihi to some of the whānau out there, no doubt, friends and family from all around the country. And one important job is the scoreboard today.
Well, yes, whānau, we come down here to the scoreboard. This is the digital scoreboard of this year, whānau, but hey, it's still keeping the score. It's tidy, it's on point, and sis, you've been doing this job these last games. Your experiences, tell us.
Experiences how? Like what?
These experiences, being here at this kaupapa, wonderful kaupapa, the game of rugby league, and tell us your thoughts.
Well, this is my first time being here, considering I love it. I love being here. It's all about the game of rugby league, and that's what matters.
Cool. What about all the tamariki you see running around, participating? Is there any difference you see here to what we'd normally see in a weekend of Wellington Rugby League?
It's always about the kids. Yeah. Whānau
orientated, whānau. Sis here doing our scoreboard. She'll be here for the final. She's keeping us in check because my mess, I don't know. I went to the front of the classroom, I went back to the back of the classroom, and now we're just walking around wondering what the heck's going to go on for the rest of the afternoon.
Well, I'll tell you what are they saying in the halftime huddles there? You might be able to go and check some of the atmosphere. While I come over here and catch up with Nikki Starkey, if you come over here, please. We've got Nikki Starkey here, a stalwart of rugby league, done many times. How are you feeling about this beautiful day?
Well, this is my first time coming to Clash of the Region. And what a beautiful day. Look at all the family here. I actually prefer this to our normal season of rugby league because there's no fighting. We're all just one people. We're all here for the same thing, to win that shield over there. And the other one donated by Fats's family. Yep.
Well, it's a family affair here. They've been doing the mahi for many, many years. And of course, yeah, mihi ana kia koutou te akawi whānau.
Kia ora.
Well, Kazi Tautoko, we might be able to get a hold of the coach there to have a bit of a chat from the Waikato Bulldogs to see what was said at half time.
Well, we'll cross over and we'll hopefully catch the coach here. We might get a word about what happened at half time or what the instructions are for the last half.
Oh, cheers. Just enjoy the moment, eh? the kaupapa is more bigger than us, and we just rugby league is just cherry on top.
Massive, bro. You've come a long way, brother, and it's, like you said, it's not about the results, but what does the kaupapa like this really mean for Waikato, for the Mongrel mob, and all our whānau? What's your whakaaro, my bro?
All the shit that's happening with the government and shit, it's hard for us to get together, so any chance we get to get like this, if we can be together as one, that's pretty much the biggest part of. So, yeah, have fun, eh?
Hati, my brother. The best, my brother. And that's us whānau, it's Waikato, positive affirmations, and of course, up there in the Waikato region, with their ariki and the kaupapa that they run right across Te Rohe Pōtai, Waikato, Tainui, all their hauora programs, activating, supporting different kaupapa, leading different kaupapa. It's great to see that they've made the trek down Highway 1 here to Te Whanganui Atara. But we're coming back into the game. Not too far, second half. 10 points to 8. Bay of Plenty with the lead as they kick off. It's Waikato with a fumble, but they bring it off the back fence. Slow to get up here as we start off with the second half, and if you just joined us from around the world, from your garage, from your lounge, from the pad, welcome to McEwen Park. Here, the Clash of the Regions 2025. Another year, another battle, another victor to come from this event. And whānau has been happening here all day from 8:30 this morning. Whānau setting up kai stalls, merch wear. We got hauora, we got Mr. Whoopi, we got Waka Fry Breads, we got DJ, we got Koei hustling in his paringo. It's all on here. Wellington Rugby League officials helping to support and officiate the games, keeping it nice and clean. And it's a wonderful, wonderful result for Rugby League and the kaupapa Clash of the Regions. Waikato looking to play the juggler and keeping the ball alive here on the final. And there it is. It's still going. Waikato trying to find space on the edge, which they do, and they put a kick in. There's no one at the back, but it's going to roll. It's going to roll a bit too far. Too many mushrooms growing out of that corner of the grass. Bay of Plenty with a 7 tackle set to start their attack on the second half. The sun's starting to beat down on some of our players. But to have this level of fitness this time of the year when all competitions of rugby league are pretty much over across the country, here's the Clash of the Regions continuing on. Bay of Plenty looking to get up to the halfway line and get to the end of their set, find the kick and maintain their lead. And what people would maybe be surprised to see them leading, although close. And here they go, out of dummy half, still finding meters up the middle. They are Bay of Plenty as they work towards the final. Referee saying, have the ball back, stand up lad, play the ball. We've got a game to play here. And here goes the man who's been doing it all day, go, and he does it again. Same play, tucks it into his hip, goes across, shows, and finds a straight runner into that hole. We'll cut back for a replay, maybe. We'll see what's happening with our technicians up there. Otherwise, you can save it for the replay and rewind on your YouTube channel, whānau. But it's the Goo Dog. Bay of Plenty with another try assist to take them 14 points to 8 with a bread and butter kick from out in front to extend it out for another 2 more points. It's game on. It's game on here at McEwen Park, whānau. Here, my sis. Over in the corner over there. Was it unsuccessful or successful? Successful conversion to take the score 16 points to 8 for Bay of Plenty. Looking to hold on. If Waikato double the score they got to catch up on, and they need to hold the ball and get down there and score some tries. Clash of the Regions, McEwen Park. We look to the sideline for a ball. We look to the heavens for a bit of guidance. Maybe the Mighties up there got some bucks for the lads to say go this way, to go that way, to kick it there, to kick it here. Coming back live to our action. Waikato with the kickoff. Restart play. And they put it up high and it's swirling in the wind again. Here's that McEwen wind catching everyone out. Bad plenty. Look to come back to the 20, but crunching defense from Waikato to get it underneath the bread basket and slow that play of the ball down. An unlucky restart there from Bay of Plenty, losing the ball on the second, and it's something they don't really want to play with, is lost ball. And continue to stick around, Whānau. We do have technical issues, plugs being pulled, plugs being pushed. Can't quite bring you the replay, but we'll hook it back up and make sure things are perfect for our grand final. For Waikato to feed the scrum. With an opportunity, 35 metres out. And here they go wide for one. Of course, they're looking to have fun out here, Waikato. The Goo Dog Bay of Plenty coming up out of the line to try and put a shot on. Waikato. Play number 3. They get through, is tackled 5 metres short of the line, just to the right of the post. Waikato looking to strike. They show left, they go right, and they have numbers. Double pump with a short ball and just held on by the collar as he tried to reach out for the line. And they look to bring the ball across. But they found a Popo in the middle who wants to show and say, no, I'm not passing, I'm going. Looks like the ball's being ripped and extra assistance in there. The referee's called it for a penalty. Waikato looking to strike back, looking to claw back this gap of 8 points. 16 points to 8 down they are, hot on attack. And the hooker's having a sniff, he's having a go. And I can hear behind me the Waikato bench having a little giggle at the bro, having a go at the line, and here they go again. He's strong in the hips. He's strong, he goes in, and it's a little signal of a knock on by the official. Right at the line. Short, knock on, questionable. We can't see from here, Whānau, we have to trust in our officials. They're here to support our kaupapa, here to do the job, and I think Noel would agree with me, our officials are doing a wonderful job here today at Battle of the Regions. Rugby League, Whanaungatanga, Hauora. That's the winner of the day, Whānau. Oh, Bay of Plenty with a juggle. He must have stuck some glue on there because it stuck to his neck and said, nah, bro, I'll come back to your hand. 15 metres out with the play of the ball. They come back to the same side. Crap pass. But the winger did well to pick it up from his bootlaces. As Waikato look to put pressure on the defence and calls an error. Some driving tackles. Bay of Plenty resolute and continue to drive forward. They look for some options. Here he is again. Goo looks forward. There looks forward. But the referee says play on and some speed. Centre in and away goes the ball to the sideline. Unlucky. Enterprising play. Questionable ball. But it was play on by the officials. Wonderful play. Bay of Plenty with the hit back. It's the Goo. It's the Goo Dog. He has been impressive today, especially in this game. Shows, goes, line break assist, try assist, coming out of the line and watching his play as he gets back into the action. He's such a leader. Well, Waikato, here they come. Don't count them out. And there it is. It's a lost ball in the tackle, and the ref has called it. Lost forward, contact with a Bay of Plenty player constituting a knock-on, signified by the referee. Bay of Plenty feed. 45 metres out. So you get a chance to get inside of that 20-metre zone and strike. An opportunity to attack and put some more points on the board to extend their lead. 16 points to 8 here at McEwen Park. Go! A kick on the first. He looks to the corner. He's got some pace, this lad. He's toying with them, and he says, Tēnā koe, boom shakalaka. It's the Bay of Plenty striking again to take them 20 points out to 8 with a kick to come. Wow. On the first play. Restart from the scrum. Wow, wow, wow. What a try. Replay.
Runners chasers outside there, look a little bit offside there, whānau, but hoi anō, ko hoki mai te kapa Waikato, kei Waikato tātou, I think the score is 16 points to 12. 16 points.
20 to 8 with a conversion to come, my cuz.
20 to 8. There we go.
But yeah, we have the luxury of a replay. We can see from up high if the chasers were onside. Likewise, the questionable pass on the edge there to send Bay of Plenty down the sideline. But they're the officials, not us. Man, that Goo, the Goo dog, number 6, standoff for the Bay of Plenty's been instrumental in everything out there for the Bay of Plenty in their fight back.
Yeah, when I think of Bay of Plenty, it reminds me of the Whakatane Mustangs and Pera and Selena Edmonds with their, what was it, the Commission Hotel?
Yeah, Commercial Hotel.
Commercial.
That was them. They had a rugby league team. We trekked up there to have a game against them, man. Similar style of play. That's, wow, wicked. Right across the Moana Toy, Bay of Plenty. Who? E-Bop. Who's got the most? But hey, 22 points, plays 8. Counting down in this battle of 3 and 4, the battle of the clash of the regions, McEwen Park. Waikato with another kickoff. For some reason, the tee and the ball didn't want to kiss each other. But here they go. They keep it up high. The wind's going to catch it. And he stays in. He does well, and he flips with the sideline and keeps his arm in. He's saying, no, keep me in, sir, keep me in. Don't let me out. Crunching tackles down here on the sideline. He's standing down here, you can hear the impact. You can almost feel the impact. This late in the day, and he cuts them to pieces going up the middle. He just said, give me the ball, I'll show you the way. He comes up 35 metres out, Waikato has scrambled back. They look to sharpen up their defence and close these holes, but there he is again. The Goo with another one on the ground. Waikato back there to cover the ball. Goo, again, the Goo dog. Instrumental in that set. Put it down there for a repeat set. Waikato having to do it hard with back-to-back sets on defence. Bay of Plenty. Straight off the back of kickoff. Wow. They've gone all the way down the field, marched their way up, cut them to pieces with a big break in the Goo on the back of that. Just says, get back in the corner and start again. We want another opportunity. Another variation in that restart here with a short kickoff, but here we are. Plenty of instructions coming from the sideline. You go, come this way, go that way. But they decide to keep it simple. Just nice and up the middle for the big lad to find his front, get up and play the ball, and here comes Bay of Plenty. They'll set out to the right. They're looking for numbers. They got numbers on the edge. They go one more, and they find them in the corner. It's a beautiful try. The Bay of Plenty. pushing their lead out and extending it. 26 points to 8 with a kick to come from the black chalk. They're doing it to Moana Toi styles. It's the Bay of Plenty. What excitement here. Wonderful rugby league. A good display of skill, of strength, of discipline to maintain the fight, to stay in the fight. And after a hard first game, here's Bay of Plenty, showing are worthy of being here. And some would say, why are they not featuring in the grand final? There's another year to go, whānau, and everyone will have the opportunity. But nonetheless, they can finish strong here and go away with the dub and make their travel back home to Te Moana Toi even worth the while. But as we check out this kick, kicking into the wind, he hooks it left, it stays left, doesn't come back around, waved away. 26 points to 8. Welcome back to McEwen Park. If you just joined us, whānau, from around the world, we're worldwide. It's the Clash of the Regions. At your marae, at your home, at your lounge, in your kitchen, on the tablet, on the phone, in the garage, in the pad. It's Waikato kicking off to restart the play. And they go for a short option, and it comes up good. They go in, they go out, he shows. And the options were there, but he does the right thing in settling the ball and ensuring they get to play with 5 more tackles. And it's something they probably need, given that they're that far behind on the scoreboard, but a couple of tries will certainly change things. If Waikato can quickly score this set, it'll really, really change what happens in the game. 10 metres out, third play. They come for play number 4. It's Waikato holding the ball and settling. A good play of the ball. They look for the back, they go deep and they look for options and he dribbles it in. And it's a nice grubber, it's beautiful. Not tidied up at the back by the fullback. Waikato cutting in on the angle and dotting down to give them 4 points. To inch closer to that target of 26. And the score's up. 26 points to 12, kick to come. We're looking over the back as well as we lead up to the grand final, this 2025 battle clash of the regions. We can see the grand final teams warming up in the background. The Bay Bulldogs, who have just completed their spring season in the Hawke's Bay, up against the hosts in the lower north. But back to this action. A successful conversion, 26-14, 2 converted tries behind, and now the quick try, it'll be all in to finish this game. Who's got the best hand? Who's got the best bluff? Who's going to call them all in? It's Bay of Plenty with the kickoff and Waikato with the first chance to come back and strike. There's big blinds here, whānau, no small blinds. Bay of Plenty with the kickoff. We're counting down in our time, but still enough time for 2 quick tries to bring it back to even if Waikato are up to it. Again, looks like this ball and the tee don't want to kiss each other. But they lock tongues. We got the kick away. Bit of confusion in the calling, but they sorted that out in a hurry. And a good, strong return from Waikato. Oh! It looks like he has twisted his leg. Unfortunate there, someone getting in underneath. An unfortunate injury here in the game. It happens, it's rugby league. Defender caught underneath and someone over the top and a twist. Twist of the knee. It looks like we'll bring him over to the sideline before game is resumed. Doug King quickly to exit the building and come in and apply his medical expertise. Just a bit more on Doug King, trained medic from out of the army, came to the game of rugby league here in Wellington. Not that it was foreign to him, and has remained here ever since 1999 here in the Wellington region. But back to the action. It's Waikato. It's tackle 3. Waikato looking to strike, and they need to strike the set. They got a short side option. They didn't quite see it. They look to go open and settle in the middle. Not quite at the halfway to pose a threat yet. But anything can happen in the game of rugby league as Waikato looks to go 1-1 to the sideline, but Bay of Plenty coming in numbers in the defence and taking them close to the sideline. Flirting with the sideline. And a nice little show of class here with a little grubber for himself. Unlucky to come off the tip of the fingertips. The play was on every moment there, and you can see him look up and sigh. Such the class of the man. I've been very impressed with his skill set today. Just cruising through the game. Bay of Plenty with the hit up. Crossing the halfway. Bit of confusion there in that play, but did good to hold the ball and settle. 40 metres out, Bay of Plenty up the middle, and they go to their playmaker, Goo. He shows again, as he does. Double pump, doesn't quite go to hand, but Bay of Plenty. Flirting with the sideline. Good footwork on the sideline to bring the pull back into the middle for play 4 to come. 3 tackles down, it looks forward, and it's called forward. As we pan across, and you can see there the Bay Bulldogs making the slow march on the sideline to their base as they prepare for the grand final. Stick around for that live kickoff coming up just after 2 o'clock against the host, Lower North, here at McEwen Park. As we count down in this day of the Clash of the Regions here in Te Whanganui-a-Tara. Bay of Plenty still with the lead, 26 points to 12. Only 2 converted tries in it. Waikato with a quick try here will just change the whole shape of this game if they can pull it off. And here he is, class. They come towards us down the sideline. You look on the inside, Waikato look to go back to the middle. Bay of Plenty lining up on D, and they do such a play. Waikato cross into the half time. They haven't been here for a long time and need to capitalise on this opportunity. They're working hard. They kick early and they put a little one over on early in the tackle before the end. That's what happens. We got no one here, but he's going to go all the way down the sideline, and he uses his footwork. Good skill, almost trips over himself. And he is successful. No, he's not successful. The defenders are successful, but there he goes with the Bay of Plenty in the corner with a wonderful hit back. Waikato trying to chance the arm with a little chip over the top late in the game. trying to find something to claw something back. But everyone chasing, no one to cover the loose ball, and he's down the sideline. Pace, almost tripped over himself there at the try line, but they cashed in. Bay of Plenty looks like they'll be successful as they extend their scoreline 30 points to 14 with a kick to come. It's a blowout. But I must bring us back to the kaupapa, Clash of the Regions, played in such awesome spirit. Great wairua, but of course it's a game, highly contested, and great skill, great heart. And I was mentioning to Noel earlier that the level of discipline here in these games, and what a wonderful way to cap off what might be the final try of the game, is a conversion from the sideline into the breeze, left to right, right to left, back down the hay diddle diddle. Bay of Plenty, 32 points to 14. What I was talking about, whānau, is the discipline in the tackles, below the collar, they're not slipping up, they're not going for the head. And some would say it's more disciplined than what you see in local rugby league. Waikato to restart in this Clash of the Regions 2025. There it is. It's wobbly. Bay of Plenty do good to bring it back in. He shows, he goes, comes back to the middle and does a great job of getting beyond the 30-metre line. Bay of Plenty going through the motions as they come back for the third and approach the halfway, which they've just crossed over. And they've got options left and right. Looks like they're going to come to the right side of the field, and they've got numbers. They want to go outside, and he finds the hole with great footwork to go inside of him and great pace. And he looks like he's turning him inside out, outside, inside. He's unsure where to go, but he finds a support. And he gets close to the line, but he is pulled up short. Scrambling defense by the Bay of Plenty region. Looks like an unfortunate shepherd there at the play of the ball. The hooker undecided on which way to go, to the left, to the right. He decided to do a pirouette around the backside, and the referee likewise obliged. He said, no pirouettes around the back, boy. And you go to the front. Waikato, another opportunity to come up the field with a good clearing kick, just short of the 50-metre line. But the energy levels proving otherwise somewhat different. They're walking up here. Bay of Plenty are ready and waiting. Good defence line, good energy levels. Waikato, good footwork at the line. 10 metres on the hit up. Tackle one. Waikato will two as they settle 35 metres out from the middle of the field. And the experience here goes with the back door and a tip on. Some went ahead of the play, but no one's shepherding, no one's offside. Waikato playing it on the 20-metre line. A chance to finish this game strong. What can they muster up here as they're at tackle 4? They're shaped on the right side with good numbers, but it goes a miss. Ref says, play back. They've got numbers. He comes back in, he doesn't look to his outside, he's still cutting back against the grain. And Bay of Plenty is there, waiting for him to say tēnā as we hit the final. And here he is, with all the experience And he was right there, he just couldn't quite find this man. He had the right out there, right play, just not read by a supporting runner. A Bay of Plenty coming off the try line. With some great work as they get out of dummy half and march up the field. Beyond their 20-metre line. What looked like to be a turnover there. The rest said, no, you just take it back there, son, and play the ball. With a shallow 10-metre line by the referee, he says, play on. Bay of Plenty. Down on the 40-metre mark. The man himself, he'll tuck it, he'll show, he'll go. It's a beautiful ball, questionable ball. The touchy did not call it. He said play on. The referee wanted to call it forward. He got no indicator from his father, who's the touchy, so he said, just hand it over and play the ball there, Waikato. You can have it 10 in and 40 out from your line. There's a strong contact there, big impact, but equally strong running. The fatigue starting to show. You could almost throw a blanket over the middle there of that Waikato team as they squeeze closer and closer to the trough of water and play one out rugby. If they need anything, they need to go two like this and one more. And he's going to show and go. He's got numbers, he's on the outside. He tips it, he shows them, but good chase from the winger to drag him in. Bay of Plenty hustling right to the end. Nothing comes easy in the game of rugby league. That's why it's called a try. You got to keep trying to get a score. He shortens it up. He gets slow. Good pressure from the Bay of Plenty team as the Waikato get to the final. And one last option, one last play. Can they finish strong? They go to the outside, back on the inside. And we pull away very, very short. As Bay of Plenty with the victory over Waikato, 32 points to 14. A big congratulations to all those who have participated from both regions. Bay of Plenty, Waikato, all done fun, mate. 2 o'clock.
Awesome game, Mongoose. Score 34, 32.